I know that you actually have a connection to some pro wrestlers. I read in Daniel Bryan's book that you actually lived with him and Shinsuke Nakamura way back in the day. Do you have any memories of that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It was in 2003 in Japan in Shinhon Pro Wrestling Academy in Tokyo. So it was a very good moment for me in terms of learning. So I learned so many things, not only about fighting, but about life. You know, I was by myself. I wasn't married that moment. I didn't have any kids, and I stayed with those people for almost 6 months. And I was there and lived there, eat there, train with them sometimes. It was a very good moment, and I have good memory for me because I'm so grateful to have a chance to pass in this academy and made so many friendships.
Oh, we saw we saw Nakamura moved from MMA to pro wrestling. Was pro wrestling something that you had considered doing as well?
Oh, that's not I wanna. I don't wanna do pro wrestling, so I trained it then. I trained it there back in the days, but it's not something that I really appreciate. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
I respect. I like to watch sometimes, but I don't like to do it.
Uh, Daniel Bryan had actually said that you and Shinsuke Nakamura had like some really competitive, I don't want to say battles, but had like some competitive nature between you two. Do you remember anything like that? What was that experience like? And was there ill
No,
will
because
between? Go ahead.
no, because you know what happened. So in that moment, Nakamura he just got in the Shinhon Pro Wrestling and me too. And Inoki-san, which was the owner of the company, he kind of wants to promote both of us. And I more in MMA and Shinsuke Nakamura more in pro wrestling. But there is a kind of competition between us, but it's not really happened. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we just had a respect between each other, and sometimes we train together, but nothing more than this. And I admire Shinsuke Nakamura in his brilliant career that he has, and that's it.
Do you ever keep in touch with those guys? When's the last time you would have heard from any of those guys?
The only guy, no, Japanese guy, I didn't have any contacts at all because I moved to Brazil, they moved to the United States. I didn't have any contact. So I see Bryan, no Bryan, because he has a very good career.
Yeah.
So I heard that he already retired and he wrote a book and everything. He was we used to live together here in Santa Monica in a small apartment, and we shared some apartment here. And we had a great times there. Sometimes we discussed about some things. We had a conversation. He was a pretty nice guy, and I respect him, and it was great to meet the guy.
So as you look back on that experience, obviously you'll see people who have great careers. Does it surprise you looking back that all three of you met such great success? I mean, that's a ton of talent in one house.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm so grateful to be there, to have a chance to be there, and so happy to see all these legend fighters, in different activities. So they are fighting pro wrestling, and I'm so happy to see their success. So especially Bryan, because one day I was watching TV and I saw Bryan was yelling. He was with beard, and the moment that I met him, I didn't recognize him at the right way. No. So after that, I saw, hey, I used to live with this guy. It's a Bryan, such a nice guy, and he was so successful here in pro wrestling. Great. I was so happy because of that.
Obviously, Antonio Inoki is a huge legend in pro wrestling, and there's the video of the Inoki slap after I believe it was the fight in maybe 2000. Uh, did when that happened, did that surprise you, or is that kind of the thing that you knew was coming? It's rumored that that's a sign of respect from Antonio Inoki.
So actually, they slap from Antonio Inoki. Every Japanese guy, they want to be slapped from Antonio Inoki because it's a story. There was a story in Japan that he slapped the face a little guy, a little boy, and the guy had a very success in his career. So, and nowadays, every Japanese guy wants to have to be slapped from Antonio Inoki because they want to be successful. And I didn't expect in that moment because I was seeing that he was slapping in front of me a lot of guys, Fujita-san, Japanese guy, Kazuhiko Fujita, who fought Fyodor Emelianenko back in the days. But I didn't expect in that moment, you know what I mean? Like, I was just there to bound him, and suddenly he just slapped my face 3 times. And because of that, maybe I had a success in my career.
Now, I know that you've also mentioned that pro wrestling isn't something you're that interested in doing. Have you had any offers? Because, I mean, there is a major crossover there.
No, not at all. So since I left from Japan, so I put all my focus in MMA. I believe that everybody saw that, and I didn't have any offer to fight in pro wrestling. And it was that.